Hi there. So in today's video, we're talking about, does anxiety cause dizziness? So welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things relating to anxiety. So I was recently asked, what is the connection between anxiety and dizziness? And can anxiety cause that dizzy feeling? Well, anxiety is a complex and often debilitating condition that affects millions of people worldwide, and it can manifest in various ways, including racing thoughts alongside physical sensations like dizziness, lightheadedness, and that feeling that we may be about to pass out. So the good news is that these symptoms are all manageable. Understanding the connection between anxiety and dizziness is the first step towards finding relief. So by using the strategies that I'm about to give you, alongside seeking professional support if necessary, you can understand the root cause of your anxiety and you can start to take back control and reduce the impact that dizziness may be having on your life. But before we jump in, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, as that helps me get the message out to more and more people, and I want everyone to know that nobody needs to be defined by their anxiety. So let's look at, why do we feel anxious in the first place? Well, anxiety is our natural response to danger. The human body is amazing, and how it responds to danger is fascinating, really, because when we encounter a threat, we go into that fight and flight response, and that helps us automatically react to the situation that we're in, and it prepares our bodies to run away from danger or fight back. So this sensation actually produces physiological changes in our body, and all of our blood will rush to our limbs so that we can run really fast. Our heart rate will increase along with our blood pressure, and we end up with that feeling in our tummy that's a little bit wobbly, nervousness, butterflies, because we don't need our digestion working away. None of these things are necessary. We might start sweating because it's to cool the body down. So stress and anxiety, it constricts the airways and causes a shortness of breath, and that is what leads to dizziness. So our bodies release hormones, including cortisol and adrenaline, and that can make us feel a little bit nauseous. We might have that tingly feeling in our hands and feet. So for some people, their anxiety and dizziness can intensify to the point that they actually experience panic attacks, because we start focusing on our physical sensations, and when we start noticing that racing heart rate, that tingly feeling, that nauseous dizziness feeling, we're honed in on one thing, and that's only our anxiety. There is good news though. Once we think that the threat or the perceived threat has passed, our body does go back to what we call Homeost Status, which is where we're back in the rest and digest position, and the parasympathetic nervous system kicks in and calms us all back down again. So yeah, we do go to a heightened state of awareness. It's hypervigilance. That is what causes dizziness when we're feeling anxious. But to recap, we can go back to a restful state when we believe the threat is past. So obviously it's ideal to get to the root cause of what's causing your anxiety, but I want to give you a few strategies that you can use in the moment. So first of all, why should you listen to me, and who am I? Well, my name is Jennifer Roblin. I am the founder of Better Your Life, and I am an anxiety specialist and therapist. So one of the things that you can do is breathing exercises. Practicing deep breathing is an incredible way of calming yourself down and activating the parasympathetic nervous system. So we often think that we can't get a breath in when we're feeling anxious, but the truth is we don't breathe out enough. So try breathing and keep your out breath a little bit longer than your in breath. So breathe in through your nose for the count of 4, breathe out through your nose for the count of 5, 6, 7, whatever you can do. And by having a longer out breath, you are sending signals to your body that you are calm. If you think about it, we never take long, deep breaths when we're anxious. It's our body's way of knowing that everything is good. Another great way of calming ourselves down is through mindfulness and meditation. Again, these are things that are sending signals to your body that you are in a calm place. So you're going to just sit quietly and focus on the present moment. There's a misconception about meditation that we need to get rid of all thoughts. And I don't believe that's true. I believe that what we need to do is notice our thoughts without judgment. So don't beat ourselves up. If we're thinking something like, oh my goodness, I should be focusing on my cooking the dinner for the family, allow that thought to come in, but don't dwell on it and just let it go on by. Almost like it's on a cloud and it just floats on by. You've noticed the thought, it's there, but you're not giving it the attention that it's wanting right now. You're staying and persevering with that calm state of mind. So I've got lots of videos that I can share on breathing techniques and mindfulness. So I will make sure that I pop those in the description so you can go back to them. Another great thing that you can do is muscle relaxation exercises. So progressive muscle relaxation techniques work because they release the physical muscle tension we feel in our bodies when we are anxious. So we mentioned that all the blood flows to our muscles so that we can run away really fast. That's why we have muscle ache, we have tense muscles. So by doing progressive relaxation exercises with our muscles, we can ease that and let it go. So I want you to start by squeezing different parts of your body. And as we breathe in, we're going to squeeze. And as we breathe out, we're going to release that tension. So if you can start by taking a long, deep breath in and out. And in and out. And on your next in-breath, I want you to squeeze the muscles in your toes, tighten up your toes and make them really clenched. And on the out-breath, you release. And let's do it again and move on up. So let's breathe in and tighten up our calf muscles. And breathe out and release. And we're going to breathe in and tighten up our thigh muscles. And out and release. We're going to breathe in and tighten up our buttocks. And out and release. In and tighten up our tummies, our abdomen, and out and release. In and tighten up our chest, and out and release. And clench those shoulders, bring them up to your ears, really create that tension, and breathe out and release. Make fists with your hands and tighten up your entire arms. And breathe out and release. And screw your face up. I want you to tighten up. Create tension in your face around your eyes, around your mouth. Tighten it all up. And then release. Now one last time I want you to tighten up your whole body. Feel that tension in your entire body. And release. A couple of deep breaths in and out and in and out. So how does that feel now that you've released all that tension in your body? So there are a few other things that you can do on top of that. You can practice gratitude, so that you focus on all the good things that have happened to you that day. What are you grateful for that day? What are you grateful that's in your life at the moment? It's a really good way of looking at the positives and focus on those, because I've mentioned it before in previous videos, we have what we call a negativity bias, and we tend to focus on the things that will keep us safe more than the things that will keep us happy. So we need to make a conscious effort to focus on the positives in life, and gratitude is a great way of doing that. We can also try journaling. Again, lots of information in the description about journaling and how it can help. I've got a list of questions that myself and my clients ask ourselves if there's any anxiety, so that we can address how we're feeling right in that moment. So pop on over to the description afterwards and have a look at that. And exercise is another great way, because it releases endorphins, and these are one of the feel-good hormones that will counteract the anxiety, the cortisol and the adrenaline. So all those different things we can do in the moment to help ourselves when we are feeling anxious and stressed. But like I said, if you really need to get to the root cause of your anxiety, it is better if you book an appointment. So there's a link in the description. So give me a call and we can work out what's the best situation for you. We can prescribe a scenario that's unique for your own needs of how you can overcome your anxiety and take back control of your life, because we all have a responsibility to look after our own mental well-being. So I really hope that you found that helpful. If you did, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the other side. Thank you. Bye.